Clark, and this is Breaking the Year, the show that breaks down the last 12 months of news and asks four opinionated panellists to put it back together again. Joining me are comedian and the voice of Love Island, Ian Stirling, and with him, presenter and broadcaster Kay Adams. Facing them are stand-up and podcaster Susie McCabe, alongside our podcasting pal, comedian Christopher MacArthur-Boyd. Yes, we're looking back at 2024, and starting with the biggest political story of a generation. Despite early doubts, the devilishly charismatic showman of politics regained power once more. Yes, as John Swinney became First Minister of Scotland. Big news from the Olympics when pole vaulter Anthony Ammirati lost his chance of glory when he knocked the high bar off with his private parts. Bringing about a new event in global history, the first time ever somebody's career was held back by having a penis. This is the Broken News Round, where our teams have to guess the two stories of the year which have been mashed together into one headline. So, Susie and Christopher, can you tell me what you think the first story is?
Donald Trump has promised to lead the US into Buckingham Palace after he won the presidency. Sir Keir Starmer said he was sorry. The electorate voted for change, and he tendered his resignation at Downing Street.
Well, there we go. Loads going on this year, Susie, as you know. A couple of stories in there. What do you think the first story might be?
I think that was a Sunak out, Starmer in.
Well done. Sunak out, Starmer in was the right answer. So, Susie, what did you make of the election earlier this year?
It was a bit like a laxative finally working, wasn't it? That's what I made of the election this year. It took a long time to come. And do you know what? It was a bit painful and the outcome wasn't pleasant, but ultimately you were left with a sense of slight relief.
Couldn't have put it better. What about you, Christopher MacArthur-Boyd? The big election happened in the summer. Thoughts?
It was like a curse had been broken. Do you know what I mean? Like, I remember being like 18, working in my dad's hairdressers, and it was like going for my lunch break, and it was like the coalition had started with David Cameron and that other one. Who was that? The Lib Dem guy?
Nick Clegg.
Nick Clegg.
Can I just say 18 and it was the coalition? I've never felt so old. I remember when Prime Ministers were health secretaries and they used to steal milk for children, but you crack on with Nick Clegg's son.
I grew up with Clegg mania. So like that's my whole. I'm 31 now. That's my whole adult life with Tories, and now I don't know how to feel about it. You know, the last time there was a Labour government, I didn't have pubes, so.
What a lovely image to paint. I hope you have a great new year when it comes. Thank you for that. Ian Stirling, what about you? Obviously, we've had the UK general election. Yeah. Sunak out, Starmer in. What were your thoughts?
No, it was an emotional day for me, because I watched it the day it happened, and I was looking at the telly, and I was like, you know, thinking back, and I remember so distinct. I'll never forget it. I looked at the telly and I thought, wow, the last time there was a Labour government, Chris MacArthur-Boyd didn't have any pubes.
What has been the biggest shocker for you in politics this year? Susie?
Probably Kimmy Badenoch being elected as the Conservative leader. A woman who makes Margaret Thatcher look like Lorraine Kelly. So...
Christopher MacArthur-Boyd, what has been the biggest shocker for you in politics this year?
Kemi Badenoch. She hates sandwiches.
That's... What?
Do you hear about this?
No.
She doesn't like sandwiches. You're hardly going to get elected in that platform. I mean, she's the leader of the Conservative Party, but I mean, you're going to turn people away for you. I'm pro-sandwich. I had a sandwich for breakfast today.
She said that sandwiches were woke.
She said they were woke nonsense.
Having lunch meant that you were woke. That's what she said, wasn't it? And also sleep. She doesn't like sleep. Kimmy Badenoch doesn't know if she's the leader of the Conservative Party or if she is a contestant on a Japanese game show.
What does the woman want? She doesn't like you when you're sleeping, doesn't like you when you're woke. What marriage do you want? Well, listen, well done for getting the right answer. Of course, we were talking about this year's UK general election. The Green Party were delighted to win a record number of seats, but experts believe they could have secured even more if some voters hadn't taken their ballot paper home with them for recycling. During the election, Lib Dems unveiled a new official photographer. It was the guy that works the camera on the Alton Towers log flume. Well done, Susie and Christopher. You get 2 points for that. Now to you, Ian and Kay. What was the other story we were after?
Donald Trump has promised to lead the US into Buckingham Palace after he won the presidency. Sir Keir Starmer said he was sorry the electorate voted for change, and he tendered his resignation at Downing Street.
Was it the Trump presidency, Des?
Yeah, that's the right answer. That's right. If you thought there were shocks and surprises in our election in the UK in July, then it was nothing to seeing Donald Trump sweep triumphantly back into the White House for a second term with the US election in November. Donald J. Trump was elected as the 47th President of the United States, meaning he will be the first convicted felon to serve in office. Trump said he was relieved because it was either that or apply for a job in Timpson's. What do you think then, Ian? Thoughts on the US election results?
I think we can all agree, basically, we've all discovered that the US election is too important to be left to Americans. Basically, I think the whole world should have a say. Like 15% or something.
Yeah, it should be like Eurovision. We all have a wee vote in it, don't we?
And I feel bad. I feel bad because I was a big Joe Biden fan.
Yeah.
I thought he was great. Do you know that he got his son pardoned as like he's one of his last, and his son could have gone to jail for 10 years, and my dad's in his 70s and he won't pick me up from the airport.
Kay, what are your thoughts then on the US election results?
Oh, well, I mean, I was really disappointed, that Trump got in. Well, I was more disappointed that we were promised an absolute rammy, weren't we? It was going to be mayhem. We were going to have a pitch invasion. I actually went to Washington to try and see it. I thought we were going to get Donald Trump bare-chested, strapped to Elon Musk's rocket. He was going to go through... What? Yes. Do you want to say that again?
That's not a euphemism, is it?
If you would like it to be, I'm more than happy for it to be, to burst through the doors of the Oval Office.
His cabinet's more insane. Like you think, oh, it can't get any more mad, and he goes, he made an anti-vaxxer like the Minister for Health, which is like making Nicola Sturgeon the sort of Mayor of London.
Kay, what about you then? This has been a huge story. What's been the biggest story of the year in America for you?
Well, I mean, I don't think this is out yet, but I mean, obviously, Trump's got big connections with Scotland and he wants to sort of keep those going because he is going to twin Mar-a-Lago with Lesmahago. That's for real. That's definitely...
This is breaking news for us.
Yeah, that's breaking news there for you. But I was going to say that I did the day of the election or the day after the election, we knew Trump had won, so I thought, well, I've got to go and get a MAGA hat, bit of a souvenir to take home. So I got my MAGA hat. I bought it off this stall, off the National Mall, and it was $10. And I took it and I looked at it, made in China.
Yes, well done. Of course, the answer was the election of Donald Trump. In the presidential debate, Joe Biden froze, and critics said he looked like a rabbit caught in headlights, which is a wee bit unfair, because at least a rabbit caught in the headlights is aware that things are going badly. Yes, the mash-up of the UK and US elections this year is the correct answer, and at the end of that round, well done, the teams are all square. Now, so much of our news is about public opinion, so we've asked a couple of 2024's biggest stars to send us their thoughts on two stories of the year. So, Kay and Ian, we caught up with Scotland's very own gladiator, Shelley McCoy, also known as Sabre. What do you think Shelley is talking about here?
It was the hottest season of highs and lows. Travel, triumph, and inevitable defeat. But I'm pleased to say we represented the people proudly, And as we all know, no Scotland, no party.
There you go. Plenty of clues from Shelley. What was she talking about? Any thoughts? Kay?
Was it the Euros?
I'll take that.
Summer of sport. I mean, so much sport this summer, so, I mean, not that I'm interested in it, but I believe it went on. I was
What do you
watching Love
mean?
Island.
It was amazing.
And it was the right answer. Well done, Kay. Yes, the summer of sport was the right answer, and what a summer it was, with the dizzy heights and groggy lows of the Euros, and of course that epic opening ceremony that kicked off the Paris Olympics. The summer of 2024 had it all when it came to sport. There was light-hearted banter at the Euros, as Austrian fans were seen snapping baguettes in front of laughing French supporters. A Swiss fan tried to continue the gag when his team played against Scotland, but unfortunately tried to snap a loaf of Mother's Pride and broke both his thumbs.
I loved the Euros. We
Were you into it?
What did you love about them?
Well, we were shite, but we had a great time. But that's it. That's Scotland. It was great.
It was. It was a summer of sport. We had the Euros. Did you watch any of the Olympics? Did you catch any of that?
No.
Nah. Oh, you're right.
I don't trust it, really.
Don't trust it.
I don't know why you get... I just watched a lot... I watch a lot of the sports at the Olympics and the Winter Olympics, and I think, why have you bothered getting good at that? Why are you doing it? Curling for it. I remember my dad used to make me watch that because we were good at it in Scotland. And I remember thinking... I get it. Like, you're at school, you go for a run, like cross-country, oh, I'm dead good at cross-country, and you go, do you know who else is good at cross-country? The entire continent of Africa, so you're never going to win anything in that. So you go, here's a broom. Like, do you reckon you're doing that? There's people that are doing that, and they've got a gold medal at the Olympics, the same as, like, Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt's like, what have you done? I've done a bit of tidying up.
Your mind skills are amazing, mate.
The one that holds the stone for a bit, just a bit too long. like they're in musical theatre.
What about you, Christopher MacArthur Boyd? Were you watching the Euros or were you more into the Olympics?
I don't like stuff like that. I'm a wee specky guy. We specky guys don't care about stuff like that. It's hard not liking football as a Scottish guy because it's other Scottish guys, it's kind of their only way of speaking to you. And if you go, oh, I don't care, they go, oh, and then it's really awkward. They start going, what, do you have any dreams or ambitions or something? They don't know what to talk to you about, you know? So
The two topics of conversation for Scottish men, football and dreams and ambitions. Susie, what about you? Were you watching the Euros, Olympics?
Hey, I love sport, Des, and I'm a specky wee guy, and I do love sport. So there's a couple of things here. I was at the Euros. I was a roving reporter for a classic BBC show, Late Night at the Euros. And I was a roving reporter, so I got to travel around Germany. I had a press pass, full access to the stadia, go and watch any game, best seats in the house. Oh, it was phenomenal. And then I went to the football games. Scotland ruining my fortnight travelling round Germany. People were going, are you going to have a brat girl summer? I was like, I'm having a bratwurst girl summer, that's what I'm having. And it's no often I would have a summer of sausage, but there you are, Des.
And the perfect way to round off a summer of sport. But what a year of sport it has been overall. Kay, what about you? Do you have a favourite sports story that stood out for you?
Well, down at our local curling club...
No.
We had a very good year, actually, at the Bonspiel.
Susie, what about yourself? The one sports story that really stood out for you?
Yeah, for me, it's Glasgow getting the 2026 Commonwealth Games, right?
Yeah.
But it's... I am delighted, but I also love the fact that we're doing the Middle Isle version of the Commonwealth Games. Right, we're going to have the Commonwealth Games, but listen, we're not going to have the team sports because there's a shortage of accommodation, because obviously we don't have an athletes' village now, because that's been taken over by non-athletes. And trust me, it's just up the road for me. Not one in that village, not one. Not a sniff of an athlete, but plenty of running trainers and joggies.
Thank you very much. And yes, we're talking about all things sporting over the past 12 months. Scottish football fans had to splash out for the Euros with some tickets for the opening game. It's selling for £12,000. My goodness, for that kind of money, you could have become Scottish Health Secretary and watched it all on your iPad. Right, over to you, Susie and Christopher. It's your turn. Here is star of designing the Hebrides banjo, Beale. What story do you think our banjo is going on about here?
Remember that time they met in Glasgow? Everyone had huge plans. We're all on the same page. And then we dig a hole for ourselves. Underwater, then a storm is brewing. Hurricane Trump's on the way. I'm out of energy already.
This is about Scotland being at the heart of energy. Isn't it? Energy production again. And I love how they've went, yes, Scotland. Keir Starmer said this, Scotland can be at the heart of the UK's energy production. And I'm like, when did we stop that? With all due respect, when is it that you struck oil in Tunbridge Wells, Keir?
This is the news surrounding energy supplies and the climate. Scotland has, of course, been at the centre of many of the UK discussions, including the approval of the electric superhighway between Scotland and England. Scotland is said to be leagues ahead when it comes to renewables, particularly in politics, where, of course, we've been recycling John Swinney for the past 20 years. Is it good for Scotland, then, to be once again at the heart of the UK's energy supply?
Well, yeah, no, it's a good thing, but we've got a bit of a branding issue, I think, don't we? I mean, it's Scotland's oil has got something, hasn't it? It's Scotland's wind.
The whole environment thing just does my nothing, because it's always targets. We're going to do it to 80%. We're going to get... They're never doing... There's never a policy. It's like me every night sitting with my wife going, I'm going to go on a diet tomorrow while eating a Kit Kat.
Obviously, it's been a big year across the world for energy. Another disappointing COP summit. Kay, how would you go about it? How would you tackle climate change?
I think I would connect Nigel Farage to the national grid. I mean, he's full of hot air, isn't he? He's a walking, talking heat pump. I think I would just connect him up and let him go. That's it.
There you go.
Better than a
Sorted.
electrical superhighway, whatever.
Yeah.
When you think about that, that's £5 billion on an extension cable.
Renewable energy is an example of something that there's high demand for in England, but is produced in Scotland, like men's Wimbledon champions. Energy and the environment is the right answer, and 2 points goes to Susie and Christopher. This round is all about who's in the news. I will play you a clip of a mystery person who has featured prominently in the news this year. All you have to do is tell me who it is. So, Susie and Christopher, who is this and why were they in the news?
I'm feeling very overwhelmed by the fans' love for the record. I'm also feeling like very soft and fragile. And the going out to the stores and getting it. It's like, you know, I'm 32, so we're considered geriatric pop stars.
T-Swift.
You think it was Taylor Swift? Let's see if you're right. Yes, you are. It is indeed Taylor Swift, whose Eras tour caused mayhem when it stopped off here in Murrayfield as tickets were like gold dust. It was a record-breaking tour in many ways, from attendance to cash flow. And similarly, chaos occurred all over again when Oasis announced their reunion and fans desperately tried to secure tickets for their gigs. Well done for getting the right answer, Christopher. What about you? Are you into these enormous must-have ticket gigs?
What are you laughing at?
I just... Nah.
No, I mean,
These big events, the surging prices.
I know it's terrible. I mean, it's like they do this mad thing called surge pricing, which is where the less tickets there are, the more tickets cost. And that's evil, isn't it? I mean, that's not how it works. It's never the other way around. It's never, oh, there's loads of tickets left, so they're a fiver.
So it's fair to say not into the big gigs?
No, I mean, no. They're so far away. I've seen stuff at the Hydro, and I've sat at the back at the Hydro. Have you ever sat at the back? where you can touch the ceiling.
You've never touched the ceiling in your life.
Susie, what about you? Are you into these must-have, big-ticket, big-demand gigs?
Right, so here's the thing. I'm Oasis days, right? Yeah. I'm going to Manchester to see Oasis. Now, albeit I'm at an age in my life where I'm going in a Wallace and Arnold coach. A wee box of sandwiches, nice bit of Tupperware, an Abernethy biscuit, a flask of tea, cigarettes and alcohol comes on. I'll be like, well, actually, I'm an A and I've got COPD, so...
Ian, what about you? Are you into these enormous, big, must-have ticket gigs?
Well, no, I hate them. The last time I went to the Hydro, I was sat next to this sort of weird baby with glasses who was trying to touch the roof. Really distracting.
Did he have any pubes?
No.
We're talking about gigs in Scotland. Specifically, you heard from Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is the first music artist to become a billionaire solely from songs and concert sales. Swift says she already has ploughed a huge chunk of her fortune back into the music industry after bagging herself 2 tickets for Oasis at Wembley. Yes, 2 points to Susie and Christopher. That's global pop phenomenon Taylor Swift. Right, Kay and Ian, it's your turn now. Who is this?
It is hard because I would love to keep playing, but I can't. I want to play forever. I love the sport.
It's a mystery. Who could it be?
Well, it's obviously Kermit.
Right,
Andy Murray.
Let's see.
One of the greatest men to have ever lived.
Well... let's see if Ian is right. Yes, of course he's right. Well done. The answer is the legend that is Sir Andy Murray. This year saw Andy hang up his racket and retire from professional tennis. However, he didn't stay away from the court for long, as he later announced he'd be coaching old rival Novak Djokovic. Having retired from professional tennis, Andy Murray is embarking on a career as a coach. Yes, Sir Andy has finally done the one thing all millennials dread. He's turned into his mother. Oh, what an answer, Ian. I know you love the man. Were you sad to see Sir Andy retire?
I was gutted, man. He was so amazing in a time when there were so many brilliant tennis players around him. He could have probably gone on to win 6, 7, 8, and then every time there'd be the down and Djokovic shows up. And the thing that annoys me the most is despite him achieving all these things, you still get these people that go, oh, he's boring. Like, he's Scottish and he's good at a sport. I don't care if he walks on court every game, eats a baby before he starts. I'm like, a win's a win.
What about you, Kay? Sad to see him go?
Well, yeah, of course we're sad. He's an amazing guy, but I wasn't surprised. I mean, you know, he's very smart, isn't he? And he knew that if he was going to have any chance of getting into this year's Dancing on Ice lineup...
So obviously we're talking about Sir Andy Murray and what's next. If not continuing in tennis, what do you think would be the ideal job for Andy Murray?
Do you know, sorry, I just thought of it. Funny. In my head, it's funny. Do you know when you go... do you know when you go to the teacup ride?
Yeah.
Imagine if he was like the hype man on the teacups. Oh, scream if you want to go faster. That'd be good.
What would be the ideal job for Andy Murray? Susie?
ScotRail announcer. That and a wee sleep app. Oh, you'd go to sleep, no bother, wouldn't you? You'd be like, oh. Then just glide off. That would be you, 12 straight hours of Andy just talking about tennis, no bother.
You find yourself in a field.
With a metal hit.
Yes, of course, the right answer is Sir Andy Murray. Experts say Andy Murray has the potential to become the greatest Scottish tennis coach, or if it goes really well, the greatest British tennis coach. Game, set and match for that one. Sir Andy Murray is the correct answer. 2 points goes to Ian and Kay. Time now for our final quickfire round, which is all about deciphering the numbers in the news. So I'm going to read out a headline. All the teams have to do is fill in the blanks. All of our facts and figures are about 2024. So get ready, teams. When we run out of time, you'll hear this.
I mean, this could have been an absolute disaster, couldn't it?
Oh, there you go. That is Strictly champion Chris McCausland there with his honest review of 2024. I'm with you, mate. Right, fingers on buzzers, teams. Here we go. What increased by 45% from November to December? Kay?
Misery.
Too true. Let's get back in the buzzers. What increased by 45% from November to December? Susie?
The cost of bratwurst and mulled wine.
Rocketing up. What increased by 45% from November to December? Ian?
The number of Jay-Z's problems.
We'll check. It's a problem. It's not a conviction. What increased by 45% from November to December? Kay?
Greg Wallace's blood pressure.
We've gone wild at the end of the show. What increased by 45% from November to December? Christopher?
Is it daytime solo consumption of beige party food? Prawn hangs and prawn rings and...
Prawn hangs and prawn rings. What a genius answer, I love that. It's not that. What increased by 45% from November to December? Ian?
Is it Bitcoin?
Bitcoin. It's the right answer. Well done, Ian Stirling.
I mean, this could have been an absolute disaster, couldn't it?
Oh, there is our klaxon. Chris has McCauslanded, meaning it's all over. And at the end of the quiz, our winners for 2024 are Ian Stirling and Kay Adams. And commiserations to our runners-up, Susie McCabe and Christopher MacArthur-Boyd. And we'll leave you with some breaking the year predictions for 2025. The Elgin Marbles are at last returned to Greece, but unfortunately Greece isn't in, so they just chucked it in the blue bin. Scotland will again shoot for football glory at the World Cup. We will follow the example of Robert the Bruce. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And if that doesn't work, recapture Berwick upon Tweed. The year is broken. I've been Des Clark. Goodbye!